Hello and welcome to another episode of Boxing with Paul. And today I'm very excited to bring you the Revvl 6 Pro. T-Mobile will step up to their entry-level lineup. Let's take a look at it. Released in August of 2022, this phone retails for $219.99. It sports a 6.82 1640 by 720 IPS display with the exact same MT700 processor as the Revvl 6. However, this one does have 128 gigabytes of storage paired to 6 gigabytes of RAM, as well as dual band Wi-Fi AC, NFC, which was not included in the Revvl 6 non-Pro, and Bluetooth 5.2, as well as a slightly larger 5000 milliamp hour battery. In the box, we got, just like the Revvl 6, terms and conditions, legal and safety, as well as a Type A to Type C cable. And in the box, we actually also got a nice SIM ejector tool that is not like those cheap twisted wire SIM ejectors. So 1.2 Revvl / T-Mobile's in-house team. Now the device itself is a rather large phone. It feels very much like the Revvl V Plus 5G with its candy bar design. It feels definitely wider and sleeker than the majority of devices. However, once we get into it, you're gonna be able to see that it's a very similarly laid out phone as to what you'd already come to expect. There's nothing quite out of the ordinary, except that again, it's meant to be more of a candy bar device with its semi-glossy finish in the back. It's very reminiscent of the Moto G Stylus 5G, the first generation, if you ask me. When we look over at the left side of the device, we can see our SIM / SD card tray. When we look over at the top, we can see a pinhole microphone as well as the earpiece nicely integrated. When we look over on the right side of the device, we can see the volume sliders as well as a power button, as well as me being driven up the wall, because every single time I just want to turn it up, I just want to turn it down, I wind up ending my phone call, I wind up turning off my screen, and I get killed in my game. I wind up ruining my experience of whatever I'm doing at the present time because of simply wanting to adjust volume. If manufacturers could please go ahead and leave the volume sliders on one side and the power button on the other side, I would greatly appreciate that. When we look over at the bottom of the device, we're going to be able to see our speaker grills, followed by our Type-C port, as well as our pinhole microphone, and an auxiliary jack for our headphones or for our line out so we can listen to our music. When we look over on the rear of the device, we can see that we have actually a 50 megapixel lens, followed by a 5 megapixel ultra wide, a 2 megapixel depth, and a 2 megapixel macro lens. With Geekbench, we're able to confirm we have 2 of our cores clocked in at 2.2 gigahertz for those heavier, more power intensive tasks, and then our remaining 6 cores are clocked in for 2.0 gigahertz for those lighter day-to-day tasks. And I will be right back with you guys as soon as this is over. Okay, and we are back, and we got a 478 for the single core and a 1620 for the multi-core. Those are fairly good numbers, especially given given the fact that this device retails for about $220. We have about half of the performance of the Galaxy S21 Ultra for about a quarter of the price. I'll definitely take that. This is supposed to snap much crisper selfies than other Revvl 6 counterpart. And then, geez, that was a selfie on the Revvl 6 Pro 5G. How our video looks. So then, this is what video looks and sounds like on the Revvl 6 Pro 5G. You guys be the judge of how good or how bad this camera quality is. It actually doesn't look half bad. It actually looks very crisp, seeing as though I can actually see individual hairs on my face. It looks like a very good camera. And let's flip it around and find out. So then this is what video looks and sounds like on the main camera of the Revvl 6 Pro 5G. You guys tell me just how good or how bad this camera quality is. Go ahead and leave in the comments. What are your thoughts on this phone? Would you pick this up? Would you leave it alone? I mean, honestly, at $219.99, it seems like a pretty attractive option. But if I can just save some money and get the Revvl 6 without the Pro version, I might just go ahead and do that, as that seems to do quite well. It has about half the storage than this one does, but it does have that same MT650 processor. So it's a pretty good phone. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting just to be a little disappointed. It looks like, as with everything, as time goes by, things do get better and things do improve. And as always, thanks for watching.